Hello everyone, how are you today? Are you ready to learn? Great! Well, let's start by opening our books to Unit 5. Look at the picture. What do you see? I see people. How do you think those people feel? The people at the top of the page look happy. How about the people at the bottom of the page? The people at the bottom of the page look worried. Now, why would some people be happy and others worried? Well, let's look at what they're doing. These people are doing what together? They're playing games. Now, are these people all the same? No, some are young and others are old. But they kind of look like each other, right? So how do you think they know each other? That's right, they're families. How many families do you see on the page? Well, let's count together. Use your finger and follow along. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, but 2 of those groups are the same. So there are 3 families. Do you know the names of those families? Well, we know at the top, based on their shirt, that the family at the top of the page is Jenny's family. Underneath Jenny's family is Sunny's family. And on the right side of the page, we have Ron's family. Now, how many people are in each of these families? Well, let's count together. With Jenny's, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 people in Jenny's family. You can tell that they're one family because they're all wearing yellow shirts. How about Sunny's family? How many people are in Sunny's family? There are 4 people in Sunny's family too. You can tell because there are 4 people wearing blue shirts. And how about Ron's family? Ron's family also has 4 family members. And you can tell because what color is their shirt? They are all wearing pink shirts. Very good. Now, we mentioned that everybody on the page is playing a game. Do you recognize any of these games? Some of you may have played these games before, but maybe not everybody. If you haven't, that's okay. Let's look at our keywords and maybe they'll help us learn what these games are. So if you look at the bottom of the page, you'll see 6 pictures and 6 words. Can you point to the 6 pictures and 6 words? Wonderful. Let's practice them together. So, listen to me and then repeat the words after I finish saying them. So listen and then repeat. So, our first word is family. Family. Your turn. Very good. The next word is skip. Skip. Your turn. Our next word is tug of war. Tug of war. Our next word is pull. Pull. Your turn. Our next word is rope. Rope. And our last word is toward. Toward. Now, usually, I give you an action with each of these words. But today, I'm going to give you a challenge. I want you to work with your partner, and you are going to come up with your own actions for each of these words. When you are finished coming up with an action for each word, we will share these actions with the class. And as a class, we will choose the best action for each of these words. The best action for each of these words. Now, practice saying the word as you do the action, but also use the pictures as clues to figure out what actions you can do. So work together to come up with 6 actions for each of these words. 1 action per word. Ready? Go. Okay, very good. Now that we've gone over the actions for each of these words, let's talk about them a little bit more. How have we experienced these words before? Let's talk about the first one, family. How many members are in your family? How many people are in your family? I have 5 people in my family. There are 5 people in my family. My dad, my mom, and 2 sisters. So that's 4. Who is the 5th member of my family? It's me. I'm the 5th member of my family. So, how many people are in your family? Tell your partner, but also tell your partner who those people are. Do you have a sister? Do you have a brother? Do you have a grandmother or a grandfather? Tell your partner now. Okay, now that we know some important words, what do you think we will learn today? That's right, we're going to learn about Sports Day. What do you do on Sports Day at your school? Does your family join you? Let's look at Jenny's family. Do you remember how many family members she has? That's right, she has 4 family members. Which family members do you think are with Jenny? Well, let's take a closer look. Which one of these is Jenny? Jenny is on the far left. She's the girl wearing the red pants. So who is next to Jenny? It looks like it's her father. Her dad is next to Jenny. So we have Jenny, we have Jenny's dad. Who's next to Jenny's dad? On the right side. It's Jenny's mom. So we have Jenny, Jenny's dad, Jenny's mom, and who's the last one? The last little kid there? That looks like Jenny's brother. Now, is it Jenny's younger brother or older brother? I think it's Jenny's younger brother because he's smaller than Jenny. So Jenny's 4 members are Jenny, her dad, her mom, and her younger brother. How about the other families? Let's read the story together. While we read, I want you to think about who is telling the story. Look for clues in the story. I also want you to think about which family you would like to join. We will talk about your answers after we finish reading the story. So please use your reading fingers and put your finger on the first word of the story. Follow along with your reading finger as we listen to the story together. Are you ready? Great!
Today is Sports Day. It's time to jump rope. Jenny's family skips together. My family skips together. Oops! I missed my step. It's time to have a tug of war. Ron's family pulls the rope together. The rope moves toward them. My family pulls it together. The fun.
Okay, so what games did you read about in the story? That's right, we read about skipping rope and tug of war. Who skips rope in the story? Jenny's family skips rope and Sunny's family skips rope. Who plays tug of war? Ron's family plays tug of war with Sunny's family. Now, were you able to figure out who was telling the story? Very good. It was Sunny and Sunny's family. What clues helped you figure out that Sunny was telling the story? If you look in the story on this page, it says Jenny's family. It also says Ron's family during the story. But when we talk about Sunny's family, it says my family. So that's one clue. Now, what about this line here? My family skips together. Oops, I miss my step. Now look at the picture. There's a clue there. Can you find the person who misses their step? That's right, it's the girl in Sunny's family. So I think that's Sunny. Sunny misses her step. So she's the person who is telling the story. Those clues helped us find that answer. Okay, now I asked you to think about one other thing while you were reading the story. I asked you to choose which of these three families you would like to join. If you haven't made a choice, do it now. I want you to circle the family that you would join. Now, after you've circled the family you would join, I want you to stand up and go around to each of your classmates. I want you to ask them which family they chose. When they tell you which family they chose, put a mark, maybe a star or a happy face or a triangle, you choose, next to the family for each classmate that wants to join that family. Later on, we're going to make a graph to figure out which family would be the biggest after everybody in the class joins the families. All right, let's do some partner work together. I want you to read the story one more time with your partner. While you read together, I want you to underline 4 sentences that you think are the most important. Talk to your partner and decide together which sentences are important. I want you to choose only 4 sentences. Are you ready? Begin. Okay, now that you know the most important information in the story, let's do Comprehension Check A. So, please turn the page in your book. I would like you to circle the answer that you think is correct. Let's do the first one together. Choose the best answer to complete this sentence. Let's read it together with our reading fingers. So, this story is about A, Jenny's family, B, a family picnic, C, a family sports day. So, think back. Which sentences did you underline with your partner? One of those should probably give you a clue about what this story is about. Is this story about Jenny's family? Kind of, but not really. Is this story about a family picnic? No, it's not. Is this story about a family sports day? Yes, it is. And that's why it's not Jenny's family, because Jenny's family is participating in the sports day with other families. So the story is about Jenny's family, It's about Sunny's family, and it's about Ron's family. And together, they are at a family sports day. Okay, now I want you to choose the answers for the next 2 questions on your own. We will check the answers together when you are finished. Okay, now let's complete the chart for Comprehension B. So the chart at the bottom of your page has 4 blank spots. You can see them there, and we can count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have also a word bank of 4 words. Let's read them together with our reading fingers. So we have skips, pulls, rope, and jump rope. Now, this chart is talking about Sports Day. Now, on Sports Day, what did Sunny's family do? Sunny's family played 2 games, right? We can see that one of these bubbles here has information about having a tug of war. So we see over here, have a tug of war. So that was one of the games that Sunny's family played. What was the other game that Sunny's family played? That's right, they played jump rope. So they jumped rope, they skipped rope together. So which of these words goes into this blank at the top of the box on the left? That's right, it's jump rope. So one of these boxes is going to talk about jump rope and what happens in the story related to jump rope. In the other box, the information is going to be about tug of war. So think back to the story and finish the sentences in each of these boxes. When you are finished, check your answers with your partner. If you have something that is different, talk to your partner and figure out which one is correct. You can use the story to help you. Great job, everyone. Let's play a game. So what I would like you to do is divide into 2 teams. I want you to stand in 2 lines at the back of the class. I will write a word on the board. But the word will have an extra letter in it. One student from each team will run to the front of the board or front of the room, and the first student to erase the correct letter will get 1 point for their team. Okay, for the second round of this game, I will write a word on the board, but the word is not spelled correctly. This time, one person from each team will run to the board and they will write the word correctly. So you want to write the word with the correct spelling. The first person to write the word correctly will get 1 point for their team. Are you ready? Okay, great job, everyone. Now that we have practiced our spelling, let's complete the word check activity in our book. So, as you can see at the top of your page, I want you to cross out the extra letter in the word and then write the correct word. So you can see there's a picture next to each of these words. Let's do the first one together. What is this picture? That's right, it's a picture of rope. So, which of these letters is extra? Which letter does not belong in this word? Very good. It is that extra O there. How do we spell rope? We spell it R-O-P-E, rope. Excellent work. Okay, I want you to complete the other 3 on your own. Ready? Go. All right, everyone. Let's wrap up our class today. Do you remember which family member or which family you said you wanted to join? You can check in your book to see which one you circled if you can't remember. Find someone in the class that wanted to join a different family. I want you to talk about what games you want to play with your family and what your families will do. Then write down your answers in the Think More section. So, what do you want to do with either Jenny's family, Sunny's family, or Ron's family? So think about what you would do with that family and fill in the answers. Once you write them down, share them with somebody in your class that belongs to a different family. So if you want to be part of Jenny's family, talk to somebody who wants to be in Sunny's family or in Ron's family. All right, take a few minutes to write out your answers and then go talk to people when you are ready. Now, there are no wrong answers. You can choose whatever it is that you want to do. You can choose from the 4 pictures here, or if you want an extra challenge, you can choose something completely original. But let's practice what we want to say. So, let's say you chose the first one here. It's time to run a relay race. My family runs together. So if I wanted to join Jenny's team or Jenny's family, I would want to run a relay race with Jenny's family. And my family would run together. Okay, great work everyone. Please close your books. I have one final question to ask. And once you answer, you may pack your bags and line up at the door. How many family members do you have? What game would you play with your family if you had a family sports day? Now, remember I said that we would make a graph? Well, raise your hand if you wanted to be part of Jenny's family. Okay. I will count up how many people wanted to be in that family, and we'll make a quick graph together. Raise your hand if you wanted to be in Sunny's family. And raise your hand if you wanted to be in Ron's family. Which family grew the most? Very good. So, we are finished for today's class. Please don't forget to complete pages 12 and 13 in your workbook for homework. Until next time, have lots of fun and keep reading. Bye-bye.